Doing a video. It's videoing. Whee! Whereabouts are we then?
God knows.
God knows. We're in the glorious Peak District. And we've parked the car down at Hope. What hill's that there?
God knows. I don't know.
Loose Hill.
Loose Hill.
And we're camping on Kinder Scout.
I knew that.
You knew that?
Yeah, I knew that.
Yeah, okay. So Amy's carrying her home bag today. What have you got in there?
Food, water, and my sleeping bag. Dad's got me tent.
Sleeping mat. Okay, I've got two tents. So you're going to turn that round, then focus on me. You hold the camera. Welcome, Dean Reed here in the glorious Peak District. We've just parked the car down in Hope and we're heading up onto Kinder Scout this evening for a wild camp. And it's my daughter's second wild camp. As you can tell, we've just been walking up the side of the railway line and we're going to head up the old Roman road towards Hope Cross and then head on over to Crookstone Knoll. Okay, so we'll keep going. I've got two tents tonight. Amy's tent, which is the regular Wild Country Zephyros tent, and I'm using the Wild Country Zephyros 1 Lite. And I've got the trusty old knackered North Face bag, which will go in the bin soon. Okay, right, let's get moving.
Sheffield, Glossop, Edale, Hope. Sheffield, Glossop, Edale, Hope. You can do that, okay. Sheffield, Glossop, Edale, Hope.
So can you remember what I called this then?
Glossop what?
Can you remember what I called this?
The tall thing with the brick on top.
Yeah, which, I didn't actually call it that. Which cross is it then? It says, it says the name on it. One of those four places.
Edale.
Well, that's Edale.
Obviously. And towards that way is Hope. And towards this way, Sheffield. And this way is Glossop.
Yeah, I suppose so, yeah. So this is Hope Cross. And the view from here is stunning. I'll just pan back a wee bit. Excellent. One of the best views in the Peak District, I dare say. And I'll tell you something, it was very different the last time I was here. I'll flash it on screen now. Just a wee bit different. Okay, so our eventual camp point for the night is over this sort of way. On Crookstone Knoll. Okay folks, can you guess who's carrying two bags?
Huh?
That'd be me. You've made me carry both bags, haven't you?
Yes.
Oh well. As I said before, this is your what wild camp? What number? Second. Where did we camp last time?
I think we camped with someone called Terry.
Yeah, we camped with Terry, yeah, on near Bamford Edge. And you know what? The name of the stone circle and the name of the actual edge.
Oh, I love that.
It's escaping me at the minute. So we've just left Hope Cross, which is back that way, and we're heading up the Roman road. How did Romans actually walk on this?
I think actually drive on them.
What, in quads? In Roman quads?
Yeah.
How amazing would it be to be able to turn back the clock and see what it looked like when the Romans were walking along the road? How awesome would that be?
I think it would be like men in like short like skirt kilts sort of thing.
Yeah.
And women with like that pillar and or is that India?
That's probably Egypt or something like that. See, I'm picturing like soldiers with like spears and shields and carrying a flag at the front. Yeah. A bit like something off Gladiator. Not that Gladiator. Yeah, it's recording, yeah. Yeah. What's your name, by the way, just for the people at home?
Doris.
Doris. I almost tripped over then. No, seriously, what is your name?
Amy.
And where do you come from?
Sheffield.
Sheffield? Anyway, she doesn't come from Sheffield. So it's quite a glorious evening, isn't it?
Yeah. Taller than you.
You're taller than me. You might be taller than me, but you're not tough enough to carry the bag.
Oh, I am, but I just can't be bothered. Don't put that bit on YouTube, though.
Don't put that bit on YouTube. It's all going on YouTube.
Even this chat.
Even the chat.
Oh, God.
See, the whole point of tonight is to try and get us snared with the wild camping bug again. And then hopefully in the summer holidays we can do more wild camping. I'm hoping it's not going to rain. I'm carrying a bag as well so she doesn't get put off. If it rains and you've got to carry a heavy bag, do you think you'll want to come again?
No.
No. What did I tell you?
What?
If it was to rain all night,
Huh?
and tomorrow when we walk down to the car it rains, and I make you carry a heavy bag, do you think you'll want to come again?
I would actually come again,
Right.
but if I have earplugs so I can actually not hear the rain clapping on the tent.
Okay, that's fair enough. Right.
Really annoying.
Okay. Right, so we'll keep moving. You can wear the GoPro in a minute, yeah?
Yep.
Right. And there's another place I want to show you that you might recognise. Okay. Welcome. This is my favourite stone sign or marker in our entire Peak District. Probably hear a curlew in the background there. It's just landed behind the sheep. Well, anyway, this is my favourite marker in the Peak District. Signifies Hope Cross, that away. But this one, this stone was used as the logo for peakroutes.com, my other website. So obviously, that away you've got Win Hill, you've got Ladybower, Crook Hill, and you've got Derwent Edge, and the ridge along towards Allport, which is Rowley pasture there. Marjorie Hill in the distance. Then this way you've got Luss Hill, Backtor, Mamtor, and my daughter sat on the grass having a break. And the hill just behind there is Crookstone Knoll on Kinder Scout. Okay, so I just thought I'd show you this stone. My favourite signpost in the entire Peak District.
Cotton wool.
Yo. Looks like the rain's about to arrive. Might just get the tent pitched in time. Right. Do you want to pitch up here where it's windy, or just back down there on that ledge? Down the ledge, yeah? You crawled up on your hands and knees?
Yeah.
Right, well let's get moving before the rain arrives. You see it over there? Let's do it then. Cracks, yeah. Let's go then, let's go. Now I've made you come to the top, we're going to head back down a little bit. That's a pretty good view. Even though the weather is quite looming. It's a good view. Win Hill there is just touching the base of the clouds. Hopefully with the contrast in the video you might just be able to see what I'm talking about. The rain off that sort of way. There's the lights from the road down at Ladybow at the beginning of the Snake Pass. Is it the A52? Flash it up on screen now, I forgot. I have got the map and I've driven across it 100 times, but it's escaping me. So we walked it up down from Hope, walked it up from down in Hope, sorry, and it was a nice walk. And my daughter's been saying for a while that she wanted to camp on top of a mountain. She's been seeing my pictures and watching my videos and stuff like that. Some of it forced. Watch this! No, I don't want to. But she's watched it anyway. And we've been saying for a while that we'd camp on Kinder Scout. So I may have said this 1,000 times, but that is Crookstone Knoll just up there. We did walk up there earlier on, as you may have seen in the video. And as I saw the rain arriving, I decided that it was probably wise that we camped a little bit lower down. So literally just there is the top of Crookstone Knoll, and we've come down to this old little section that may well have been quarried at some point, but it's levelled off. The ground is nice and spongy actually, so I'm not quite sure if I'm going to need my mattress or not. Whew. Just going to enjoy the view. Derwent Edge is looking quite nice over there. Cakes of bread and is it the Wheelstones? I'm just totally speechless at the minute. Ladybower down there. We seem to have missed the weather, in fact. The weather seems to have zoomed around Kinder Scout and gone down the Vale of Edale and also down the Woodlands Valley, because it's throwing it down at Allportdale now. But because of the mass of Kinder Scout, it seems to have pushed the weather either side. So thankfully, as we're pitched on the eastern corner of Kinder, the rain has been pushed out of our way because it's arriving from the west. As you can see there now, Win Hill is shrouded in the clouds. It's going to be absolutely throwing it down over there. Excellent. Hopefully it's not too windy. I've got my hand there, sheltering you from the wind. Just like to say as well, a bit of a shout out to Dave's Wild Camping, yo, and Kilbernicus, and also to Tony Hobbs Flight. I've been watching your videos, guys, quite a lot. And around about this time, I was watching a video yesterday, and daveswildcamping.com, we'll see you there. He's cut his finger on, I think it was a can of corned beef, and Finger Bob. It's got a little character called Finger Bob, although I've not drawn anything on. I've cut my fingers while pitching the tents on one of the tent pegs, and it was bleeding quite profusely a minute ago, so I almost joined the club there, Dave. Right, so I think it's time to get some food and then chill out for a while. I don't know why I did that. Okay. Good morning and welcome to Kinder Scout. As you can see, it's quite a dramatic looking morning. Lots of cloud around, but the sun is piercing through. casting some awesome colours over the surrounding landscape. And at this moment in time I've got the GoPro camera recording some time lapse. So we had quite a good night's sleep actually. I think I slept for around about 5 hours. It's 5 in the morning now, or probably about 5:30 now actually. It was 5 the last time I looked at my watch anyway. So I've just been stood here for the last half an hour, just enjoying the view, watching the crepuscular rays shine beams down into the woodlands valley, or watch the sun shine crepuscular rays. That's one of my favourite words, that, crepuscular. But it certainly is an awesome morning. You see Win Hill there, just looming below the cloud. And I'll take you over this way to look at the rest of the view. Just realised that I've probably just walked in front of the GoPro. Whoops. Bear with me with the focus. I'm going to put you in manual mode. Zoom in. There we go. You've got Mam Tor there. The cloud is just skipping across the top. And we're going to come down the... There you go, that's probably better for you. Along the Great Ridge there to Back Tor. And the lonely tree on the top of Back Tor there. Then Loose Hill. Down towards Hope. And the majestic looking Win Hill there. Down to Ladybower, Crook Hill. You've got Stanage in the background there. Then we're up onto Derwent Edge. Looking quite good there with the sun illuminating. And as we look further around, in the foreground just there, or in the midground, you've got Rowley pasture, which stretches across the top towards Oldport, and then just right in the distance in the cloud you've got Marjorie Hill. And in the foreground here you've got a Wild Country Zephyros 1 and a Zephyros 1 Lite. It really is an awesome morning. These last few times I've been camping, it just hasn't seemed to just been the right day really with the weather. I just tend to set the date and go for it regardless of the weather. And I've been wanting to catch an awesome sunrise, well, for a long time now with the GoPro, but things just don't always work out. But that's never a problem, because it's always enjoyable and there is always another time. Okay, so I'm just going to zoom out there. using my Canon 550D, and I've just got this standard 18 to 55 kit lens, so it's quite noisy when the lens is focusing. You can probably hear that actually. Hear it again. Just a pain, and it's a pain to focus as well. Okay, so I think we're probably going to get packed up now and head off home down Jaggers Clough. We may have a look for some geocaches, because I know there's quite a few on the way down Jaggers Clough. Jaggers Clough is there. Leading down, you can just about see the bridleway there, the grey extent. Okay, so we'll update you more in a short while's time. Morning, Amy. How are you? You alright? How quick did we put the tents away? Pretty quick?
Yeah.
And why did we do it so quick?
Because we're in a rush to get home.
Because of what's here, what's just arrived here?
Midges!
Yeah, midges, loads of them. Right.
Hi.
Where's the hole in that glove come from? The horses?
Horses bed.
Okay, never mind. Right, should we get gone?
Please.
Let's do it then. Go. Right, welcome back. We decided against going down Jaggers Clough to go geocaching for the simple reason that the phone is running low on battery. My Power Monkey Extreme that I usually use, my girlfriend's taken it to Glastonbury, so I haven't got any means of charging my phone, but I do have data switched off, which is helping quite drastically actually. But I think if I was to start messing with the GPS, cute lambs. Hello.
Hello.
Goodbye.
Aww. That's so cute. Hello. Come on.
It's an awesome part of the Peak District. I just think every angle of views from Kinder Scout is awesome. And I think this eastern edge here and the northern edge, I was about to say my favourite, but I don't know actually. Can you remember when we walked up Kinder Scout in the snow?
Yeah.
Yeah. We set off from Edale and walked up Grindsbrook, and it was like a blizzard, wasn't it? Yeah. But the weather's quite nice this morning, to be honest. When I was looking at the weather during the week, it was due to rain today and due to rain last night. We kind of skipped the weather last night, thankfully. The weather was coming in from the westerly sort of direction, as it is now, and the rain channeled down Woodlands Valley and down the Vale of Edale, and because of the mass of Kinder Scout, we basically managed to miss it all, which is always good. If you've been watching the video thus far, hopefully the time lapse that I just did this morning has worked out okay. It's the first time I've used the GoPro for time lapse, so we'll see how it comes out. But this view down here is one of my favourites. As I said earlier on the section of video from yesterday, the stone post down the bottom here is my favourite stone post in the Peak District. And I've got pictures of it in all weathers. And you know what, I'll flash a few of them on screen now. I've got the original one that's used, or was used, for the logo for peakroutes.com, which has got some Instagram effects on it. I was just taken with, I think it may well have been taken with my mobile. And then we've got another, just from memory, another from earlier this year when it was a really crisp wintry day. The soundtrack to this morning, as is always the case with the Peak District, has been the grouse with this part of the peaks, and you may have just heard some curlew flying overhead. There's one there taking off. I was walking in the moors above Buxton probably this time last year, and there was a flock of curlew and they were basically dive bombing me. So here it be, the signpost. Amy, were you reading the sign then? Which way does it say the footpath was? Sheffield. Yeah. Gooseberry?
I don't know.
Hope Cross. That's where we were yesterday, but that's the way the footpath goes. If you go that way, the farmer will tell you off. Right, let's get moving. Onwards. I don't quite know why, but I just love this view. Obviously, you've got the ridge, but I took a photo earlier this year, and we've got a huge touchscreen monitor at work, and I used it as the desktop background. So I've been looking at this view pretty much every day when I'm at work. Awesome. I've just realised something. My girlfriend Lisa is at Glastonbury, and last night as we were camped up on Crookstone Knoll, she rang me at around about 10 or 11 o'clock, and she was watching the Rolling Stones, and we've just been talking about Mick Jagger, me and Amy have, and I just realised we were camping at the top of Jagger's Clough. Coincidence? The silence has been shattered. Crikey. It's quite noisy. Right. Are you pulling faces?
No.
Is that... So yeah, the silence was just shattered there. We were just walking down and we were... You were singing Fleetwood Mac, weren't you? Everywhere by Fleetwood Mac. You want to sing it?
No.
No, I didn't think you would. Not on camera anyway. So yeah, we're back down at the road now, and we're going to pass the cemetery, or as you called it yesterday, the sedimentary. The sediment. Are we going to go that way near the sedimentary? Yes, let's.
We're going to get in there.
You want to go and get in there? No, don't be silly.
We did last time.
Yes, we did last time. Yeah, we did. Right, let's keep moving. We're back down at Hope now. seems to be a lot of cyclists out this morning, but that is a great route around towards Edel and then back up and over the top past Mamtor and then down Winnett's Pass. An early one today. We're going to finish early because I've got to drive to Glastonbury now and meet my girlfriend there at 2 in the morning. So let's do this.